Yeah, I could tell you guys about the cop story. I thought that one was funny. I thought the cop one was pretty funny. When I during COVID time, right? To give you a perspective, don't be a dumbass anymore. I'm trying to be nowadays. Back on the freeways before COVID, people would averagely go like 75 or 80 miles per hour. During COVID times, people were going over 100. That's what I was doing to get to work or get home faster. What had happened, right, was I was on my way home because I didn't want to be stuck in 2-hour traffic. And I guess there was a cop next to me. And I was going at least 100. So we were both neck and neck pretty much because the cops also go pretty fast. But I guess he was trying to tell me to slow down with his hands. But I was way too afraid to make the connection that he was telling me to slow down. So big brain me, right? Instead of slowing down, decided the best case thing to do is to go faster. And to make the situation even worse, there were 4 other cop cars because they were in a squad. And at least one of them was a deputy. So I floored it and I went past all of them. Now, you would think it wouldn't get worse, right? But as I'm making my way down the road, that guy who was signaling me was behind me. I was in a call with my dad. It kind of hit that he was pretty mad because he put on his siren and he pretty much said, fucking pull over right now, really angrily. And I was like, hold on, Dad, I gotta go. I think I'm getting pulled over. So I was trying to figure out a good place to pull over, but he got mad at me because I was taking too long. So I was kind of freaking out. So I go off to the right side. I pull over and this guy was pretty pissed. So when I got pulled over, he kind of walked up to the car, and I'm here nervous because I've never been pulled over before. I've had a clean driving record. As dumb as I am at driving, I've had a clean record for like, at that time, maybe 5 years, 6 years. So he came up to me and he was like, sir, do you know how fast you were going? And I was like, probably really fast. And he was like, why didn't you slow down? And I looked at him. I looked at my car, looked at him, looked back, and just kind of zoned out for a bit. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, sir. I'm really fucking stupid. I was really nervous. I didn't know why I did it. I was just too nervous. I've never been pulled over before, and I didn't know how. He was even saying, like, I was signaling you with my hands, and I was like, I wasn't paying attention to your hands. I was paying attention to the fact that you were close to me and you made some hand movements. I got scared. So he did a background check on me, found nothing wrong. He wanted my license and registration. Bro, I couldn't find my registration. I was like, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I was like, this sucks. And he was already pretty ticked off. And so what had happened was that I put my acting skills. Okay, this is when I used it for evil. I wanted to look as pathetic as possible. So I purposely started shaking and looking nervous. Really pitiful. Like, I'm talking pitiful, right? I made it obvious that, like, I was nervous in the situation. I pretty much made it seem like I was about to cry. That's how I did it. And what ended up happening was that he realized that I couldn't find registration. He gave me a whole speech about how, like, he had to pull me over because what I had done was not only pass 6 other cop cars, but the fact that his boss, the deputy of that county, was in one of those cars. So if he didn't pull me over, he'd get into trouble. So after figuring out that I couldn't, find my registration and stuff, he came back. He looked at me straight in the eyes and he said, you are one fucking lucky guy. He said, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm not going to give you a ticket. You don't have to go to court. But if I see you ever going that fast again, I'm just going to arrest you. And I was like, bet. or pretty much like I was just like, yeah, no problem. And what's it called? He gave me a ticket, also 666. Thank you for the thank you for the follow. And he what made it a little awkward was that I went to go shake his hand and he was like, we don't do that anymore. Because it was like COVID time. And yeah, he pretty much said that I got really lucky, I have a clean record, and just not do it again. And that he never wants to see me going that fast. And just because everyone else is going fast, don't do that. And on my way back, I was looking at the ticket and I was telling my friends about the whole situation. I even called my dad about it. And I looked at the ticket and I saw numbers on it and it was like $400. And I was like, did this motherfucker just lie to me? He outacted the actor. The voice actor got outacted by a cop. And I was like, what the fuck? I was so, oh my god, I was so fucking, I wasn't mad, but I was just like, I was disappointed. I was saddened. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But it turned out it just looked exactly like the ticket he gave me, and it ended up being something for my tinted windows that I forgot about. So it was a tinted window receipt, and I ended up finding out that the ticket he gave me had it ended up being a warning. It was actually a warning he gave me, and it said 30 miles over the limit or something like that, and he put a frowny face on the ticket. But I ended up keeping it as a reminder not to be that stupid and race like 6 cops. But yeah, that's the time that I raced like 6 cops out of fear, and I did win because he ended up taking a different route, but I was ahead of him the whole time. So I won a race against 6 cops during COVID traffic.